My name is Dr. Kathy Smith, and I teach in the nursing department, and I am 8 years in teaching full-time for nursing. This is such a tie-in with what nurses already do. We take care of the holistic view of the patient, so that's the whole self, so mind and brain and body. And so I thought, oh my gosh, this is such a novel concept, because why aren't we transferring this to the student's education just like we do in patient care? So I like to try new things in my classroom, and so finding the research behind it that actually supported the things that I was doing was mind-blowing, so I love that. In my classroom, I do several things that involve MBE, or mind brain education. I do a thing called a positive mantra that the students stand up and they do like a Superman pose right before a test to get them into a positive headspace, and they repeat after me. And positive self-talk, it sets them up for that for their test. And then later on, it's nice because they call me and want me to do that for their NCLEX right before they take their big test to pass, so they can actually practice as a registered nurse. Some more things I do is deliberate practice. So we try to use the information in a variety of ways during class. So that may be a bingo game, or it may be Jeopardy or Kahoot. You know, I try different things so that people will know that there's not just one way to do something. So like I said before, the bingo game and some different things. The other thing is I have them do a sleep journal, and it's always eye-opening to them that, oh, I'm really not sleeping, you know, and you know, they always say, I didn't think I was supposed to sleep in nursing school. I thought that was wrong. And I'm like, no, you need to sleep. You've got to take care of yourself first. So that is something that we have to overcome. One of my students' favorite things seems to be the power of yet, which sets them up for a growth mindset. So instead of saying that I can't do something, you turn it around and say, I can't do blah, blah, blah yet, or I will be able to do this, you know, in the future. So it's really setting somebody up for the growth mindset. I play the video from Sesame Street called The Power of Yet, and they kind of giggle at first and laugh, and because you know they're watching Sesame Street in class, but they really get into it, and I actually hear them singing this song in the hallway and stuff like that. So it's kind of neat that comes back full circle, and it's something from their childhood that they can connect with. They actually said, oh my goodness, why didn't somebody tell me this freshman year or in high school or whatever, because it just makes so much sense to kind of connect everything together. I even had one girl come up to me and said, hey, after I implemented some of these practices, my test scores went up an average of 15%. That is phenomenal. If you're thinking about implementing MB in your classroom, the best advice I could give you is don't be afraid to try something new. Ever since I've implemented MB in the classroom, my students have become more engaged in class. They're actually active participants in class and not just passive listeners. So, you know, it creates that safe space to have some fun and to try some new things. So just don't be afraid to try something new.